Ladies and gentlemen of Raider Nation, buckle up because if you thought yesterday's gut-wrenching loss to the Kansas City Chiefs stung like a scorpion in the desert sun, wait until you hear the whispers swirling around the silver and black right now. I'm your host, Jax Rivera, coming to you live from the neon glow of Allegiant Stadium, where the echoes of that final whistle still hang in the air like a bad dream you can't shake. What if I told you that one defeat, a 28-17 thud against our eternal AFC West nemesis, might just be the spark that ignites a full-blown Raiders revolution? Yeah, you heard me right. Rumors are flying faster than a Patrick Mahomes no-look pass, and tonight, we're diving headfirst into the chaos. Is it the end of an era, or the dawn of something ferocious? Stick with me, because this is Raiders Report, and we're not just talking football. We're talking legacy, heartbreak, and the kind of drama that makes this league the greatest show on turf. Let's rewind the tape on yesterday's carnage, shall we? October 5th, 2025, under those shimmering lights in Vegas, the Raiders welcomed the Chiefs for what was billed as a grudge match showdown. Our boys in silver and black came in hungry, riding a two-game win streak that had fans buzzing about a sneaky wild card push. Aiden O'Connell, that gritty Nevada kid turned signal caller, slung it 28 times for 247 yards and a pair of touchdowns. One a laser to Davante Adams that had the stadium erupting like New Year's Eve on the Strip. Max Crosby, the man they call Motor, folks, he terrorized the line, notching 2 sacks and a forced fumble that nearly flipped the script in the third quarter. But oh, what a collapse. The Chiefs, with Mahomes doing his wizardly thing, 312 yards, 3 scores, 0 picks, picked us apart late. A pick six off O'Connell sealed it with 4:12 left, and just like that, 28-17, ball game. The Raider Nation faithful, those diehards who've bled silver since the Oakland days, filed out in stunned silence, their black hole energy dimmed but not defeated. It's the kind of loss that doesn't just show on the scoreboard, it seeps into your soul. But here's where the rumor mill cranks into overdrive, and trust me, it's churning out some blockbuster-level speculation. Sources close to the organization, I'm talking insiders who've been whispering in the ears of the front office since Al Davis himself roamed the sidelines, are buzzing about a seismic shift. Word on the street, or more accurately, in the dimly lit corridors of the Raiders HQ, is that owner Mark Davis is fed up. After back-to-back seasons flirting with .500 but never quite grabbing that playoff brass ring, the gloves are off. The hot rumor: a mid-season coaching swap. Yeah, you read that right. Antonio Pierce, our defensive maestro turned headman, the guy who lit a fire under this team last year with his just win, baby intensity, might be on the hottest seat since a habanero in a microwave. Insiders are floating the name Josh McDaniels as a potential returnee, the prodigal son coming back to Vegas after his 2023 flameout. Can you imagine? McDaniels, with his cerebral play calling and that Belichick brain trust vibe, re-teaming with GM Tom Telesco to salvage this ship. It's pure speculation at this hour, no official word from the Raiders camp. But come on, Raider Nation, doesn't it feel like the kind of bold, brash move that screams Las Vegas Raiders? Now, let's peel back the layers on why this loss hit like a freight train loaded with regret. Tactically, it was a tale of two halves. Pierce dialed up an aggressive scheme early, blitz packages that had Chris Jones running for cover, and a zone coverage that snuffed out Travis Kelce like he was yesterday's news. O'Connell was surgical, hitting Adams on a 42-yard post that evoked memories of the old Raider deep threats, like Tim Brown torching secondaries in the 90s. But the Chiefs adjusted, as they do, with Andy Reid scheming those motion-heavy sets that pull defenses like a bad magic trick. Our secondary, led by the evergreen Jack Jones, got torched on a 65-yard bomb to Rashee Rice, ouch. And don't get me started on the run game. Zamir White pounded out 89 yards, but penalties killed drives, including that phantom holding call on Colton Miller that turned a sure first down into a punt. Injuries: minimal, thank the football gods. Jacoby Myers nursed a tweaked hammy but should be back for Denver next week. Still, the stats tell a brutal story. Raiders held the Chiefs to 3 of 12 on third downs, but we converted just 4 of 11 ourselves. Turnovers: they had 2, we had 1, but it was the dagger. In the AFC West, where every point feels like a prize fight round, that's the difference between contender and pretender. Zoom out, and this defeat slots into a bigger Raiders narrative, one that's as twisted as a slot machine payout on a full house. Remember, folks, the Raiders aren't just a team, they're a movement. Born in the gritty shipyards of Oakland in 1960, they were the rebels, the misfits in AFL white, flipping off the establishment with that pirate eye patch and shield. Al Davis. The man was a visionary firebrand, suing the NFL to break free and bolt to Los Angeles in '82, then back to the black hole in Oakland '95. Super Bowls in '76, '80, and '01. Those Lombardi moments with Ken Stabler's snake-charming arm, Marcus Allen's 191-yard scamper in Super Bowl XVIII, Howie Long's sack-dancing dominance. Fast forward to 2020, the great migration to Sin City, Allegiant Stadium rising like a silver spaceship amid the desert sands. It's been a rocky Vegas honeymoon, 9-8 in '23, that tease of a playoff miss, then last year's 8-9 grind with Pierce steadying the ship after McDaniel's mid-season mutiny. This year, 3-3 entering yesterday, tied with the Broncos and Chargers in the division, but trailing the Chiefs' perfect 6-0 strut. Statistically, we're middle of the pack, 22nd in total offense, 312 yards per game, 12th in defense, holding foes to 19.8 points. Crosby leads the league with 7.5 sacks. The guy's a one-man wrecking crew, built like a comic book villain but plays like a hero. Adams. 412 yards and 5 TDs already. He's the ghost of Jerry Rice haunting cornerbacks. But the QB carousel, from Carr's bourbon-fueled exit to O'Connell's plucky promise, it's the Achilles heel that's tripped us up since Gannon's glory days. And let's not forget the rivalries that make this division a bloodbath. The Chiefs. Pure poison, 18-9 against us since 2010, Mahomes owning our souls like he owns the MVP trophy case. Yesterday's loss drops us to 1-2 in the division, and with the Broncos rematch looming in Week 7, it's do or die. The Chargers, with Justin Herbert slinging dimes under Jim Harbaugh's boot camp regime, are nipping at our heels. Even the Broncos, with their rookie QB Bo Nix flashing upside, smell blood. It's the AFC West Coliseum, gladiators in cleats, and the Raiders have always been the underdogs with the biggest bite. To get the pulse of this rumor storm, I caught up with a few voices that matter, purely hypothetical chats, but ones that feel ripped from the locker room ether. First, imagine Max Crosby, sweat still dripping from that post-game presser, his voice a gravelly rumble. Look, losses like this? They forge steel, man. Coach Pierce. He's family, we fight for him, not against him. But if changes come, we adapt. Raider Nation knows resilience. We've been exiled, relocated, and reborn. This team's got that same fire. Spot on, Max, your 2024 campaign, with 14.5 sacks and a Pro Bowl nod, proved you're the anchor in this storm. Then there's Devontae, the all-pro receiver whose route running is poetry in motion. Rumor has it? I've heard wilder tales on the golf course. But seriously, Aiden's got the tools. That touchdown yesterday? Vintage. If the front office shakes things up, cool, but we're built to win now. Tell the fans, show up loud in Denver, we'll feed off that energy. Love the poise, Devontae. Your 1,400-yard seasons since joining in '22 have been the spark plug for this offense. Expert takes. I tapped my Rolodex, contacts, for some outside heat. ESPN's Raiders beat scribe, fictional vet Elena Vargas, chimes in, Pierce's defenses ranked top 10 in points allowed 2 years running, but the offense lags at 18th in red zone efficiency. If Davis pulls the trigger on McDaniel's 2.0, it's high risk, high reward. Remember, 23's 3-5 start under Josh? But with O'Connell's completion percentage dipping to 62% under pressure, a veteran like Geno Smith on the trade block from Seattle could stabilize things. Playoff odds. Pre-loss, 28%. Now, 19% per the models. This rumor's got legs because the Raiders crave that Al Davis audacity. Boom, nails it. And from the fan side, picture Big Al from the Black Hole tailgate. Fire Pierce? Over my cold beer. This is Raider Nation. We thrive on chaos. Remember 0-2, down 3-5, then bam, 4-1 finish? History says fight back, not fold. Looking ahead, the implications of this rumor could ripple like a Vegas earthquake. If Pierce stays, and my gut says he does, with a contract extension by November, we pivot to tweaks, bolstering the O-line with a mid-round trade for a guard like Atlanta's Drew Dalman. O'Connell gets another 5 starts to prove he's the guy, maybe with OC Luke Getsy's wrinkle-heavy packages borrowing from the Shanahan tree. Playoffs. Still in reach, a win over Denver, sweep the Chargers, steal one from the Steelers in Week 9, and we're dancing at 9-8. But if the axe falls? McDaniel's back means a cerebral reset, more pre-snap motion, hybrid defenses blending Pierce's blitzes with Bill O'Brien's zone looks. Draft implications. A lost skid drops us from number 15 to 20 overall. We target a tackle like Missouri's Armand Membu to protect whoever's under center. And don't sleep on free agency, whispers of pursuing a corner like Jalen Ramsey if the Rams falter. Bottom line, this rumor's a wake-up call, not a death knell. The Raiders' 65-year odyssey, from AFL upstarts to Super Bowl kings to Vegas visionaries, teaches us one thing: we don't rebuild, we reload. As we wrap this whirlwind edition, Raider Nation, let me leave you with a charge straight from the heart of the pirate ship. That loss yesterday, it's fuel. Those rumors, they're the thunder before the storm. Whether it's Pierce leading the charge or a new sheriff in town, one truth endures: the Raiders play for the love of the game, the roar of the crowd, and that unbreakable bond with you, the faithful. So, dust off those jerseys, fire up the grills, and mark your calendars for Week 7 in Mile High. Broncos beware, because when the Raiders hit rock bottom, we don't stay down, we dig for oil. Tune in tomorrow for more intel as this story unfolds, and remember, commit to the Raiders, because just win, baby. This is Jax Rivera, signing off from the entertainment capital of the world. Stay silver, stay black, and keep the faith.